You are in your 50s, you have saved nothing for retirement, and you need a plan that actually works. Not reassurance, not guilt, just a clear set of steps to follow starting today. That is exactly what this video is. Starting late is a financial reality for tens of millions of people. The reasons do not matter here. What matters is what you do next. The window to act is still open. It is smaller than it was at 30, which means every decision carries more weight and every month of inaction costs more than it did a decade ago. 10 steps, each one specific, each one actionable. Here's your reset plan. Step 1. Get an honest number on paper today. Before you can fix anything, you need to know exactly where you stand. Most people in this position avoid the numbers because the numbers feel overwhelming. That avoidance is the most expensive mistake you can make right now. Sit down and calculate 3 things. Your current savings, every account, every balance, every asset you could liquidate if you needed to. Your monthly expenses, what it actually costs you to live right now, not what you think it costs. And your expected retirement age, the specific date you are working toward. You cannot build a plan around a feeling. You need a real number. Get it on paper today before you do anything else. Step 2. Calculate your actual retirement gap. Once you have your number, calculate the gap. Take your expected monthly expenses in retirement and multiply by 12. Then multiply that by the number of years you expect to live after you stop working. That total is your retirement target. Subtract what you currently have saved. What remains is your gap. Think of it this way. If you need $4,000 a month in retirement and you plan to retire for 25 years, your target is $1.2 million. If you have $30,000 saved today, your gap is $1.17 million. That is the number you are solving for. Write it down. This number will feel large. That is completely normal and expected. The gap is not the problem. It is the starting point. A gap you can measure is a gap you can work on. Every decision from this point forward is about closing it as efficiently as possible given the time you have available. Step 3. Maximize every tax-advantaged account you have access to. In your 50s, the contribution rules work in your favor. Catch-up contributions allow people 50 and older to put significantly more into retirement accounts than younger workers are permitted to. For a 401k, the standard annual limit is $23,000. The catch-up contribution adds $7,500 on top of that, bringing your total to $30,500 per year. For an IRA, the standard limit is $7,000 with an additional $1,000 catch-up allowance. These figures are adjusted periodically. Verify the current limits each year before you contribute. If your employer matches any portion of your retirement contributions, that match is free money with a 100% immediate return. Contribute at minimum enough to capture every single dollar of it. Step 4. Cut your largest expenses, not your smallest ones. Most financial advice in this situation tells you to eliminate coffee and cancel streaming subscriptions. That will not close a retirement gap. The numbers that actually move the needle are housing, transportation, and food in that order. If your housing costs more than 30% of your take-home pay, that is your first target. Downsizing, refinancing at a better rate, or moving to a lower-cost area can free up several $100s every single month. Directed entirely into retirement savings, that difference compounds into a meaningful number over 10 years. As Dave Ramsey has said, you must gain control of your money or the lack of it will forever control you. In your 50s, gaining control starts with the big expenses, not the small ones. Step 5. Increase your income before you reduce your lifestyle further. Cutting expenses has a floor. You can only reduce so far before the cuts become unsustainable. Income has no ceiling. In your 50s, your professional experience and accumulated expertise are at their highest point. That has genuine market value that many people in this position significantly underestimate. A part-time consulting arrangement using skills you already have. Freelance work in your existing field on evenings or weekends. A second income source for a fixed period of 2 to 3 years, with every additional dollar directed entirely into savings. Even $500 extra per month invested consistently over 10 years at a 7% average annual return produces over $86,000. The math rewards action at any starting point. Step 6. Delay retirement by 3 to 5 years if the option exists. This is the single most powerful adjustment available to someone starting late. Every additional working year simultaneously does three things. It adds one more year of contributions to your savings. It gives everything already saved more time to compound and grow. And it reduces the total number of years your retirement savings need to cover. There is also a practical reality that most people overlook. The longer you work, the less time your savings need to stretch. A person who retires at 65 and lives to 85 needs 20 years of income. The same person who retires at 68 needs only 17. 3 fewer years of withdrawals, combined with 3 more years of growth, makes a compounding difference that no other single decision can match. Delaying Social Security from 62 to 70 increases your monthly benefit by up to 76%. For many people, beginning to save late, working longer is not a sign of failure. It is the highest return financial decision available to them right now. Step 7. Eliminate all debt before you retire. Carrying high-interest debt into retirement on a fixed income is one of the most financially damaging positions a person can be in. Credit card balances at 18 to 24% interest destroy retirement savings faster than almost any other single factor. List every debt you currently carry. Order them by interest rate from highest to lowest. Eliminate them in that sequence while making minimum payments on the rest. The interest you pay on debt in retirement is money that comes directly out of your fixed monthly income. There is no salary to absorb it, no bonus to cover it. Every dollar of debt service is a dollar that cannot go toward food, housing, or healthcare. Clear the debt first, retire after. Step 8. Protect what you have with the right insurance coverage. One uninsured medical event in your 50s can eliminate years of accumulated savings in a matter of weeks. Long-term care insurance becomes substantially more important and substantially more expensive after the age of 60. Your 50s represent the last practical window to obtain it before premiums become prohibitive for most people. Review your existing health insurance with care. Know your annual out-of-pocket maximum. Understand precisely what is covered and what is not. The financial cost of being underinsured at this stage of life is not a theoretical risk. It is a pattern that ends recovery plans before they have time to produce results. Step 9. Build your retirement budget now, not when you arrive. Most people wait until they actually retire to calculate what retirement costs. By then, the decisions that would have changed the outcome have already been made. Build that budget today. Calculate what you genuinely need: housing, food, healthcare, utilities, and transport. Then separately calculate what you want: travel, hobbies, supporting family members. Understand clearly the difference between those two numbers. The gap between your need number and your want number is where the flexibility in your plan actually lives. As Suze Orman has said, a big part of financial freedom is having your heart and your mind free from worry about the what-ifs of life. That freedom starts with knowing your exact numbers before you need them. Step 10. Stop waiting for the perfect plan and act on the available one today. The most consistent pattern among people who start saving late is spending additional months, sometimes years, researching options instead of acting on the ones already in front of them. Research returns nothing. Action compounds. You do not need a financial advisor to open a retirement account today. You do not need perfect market conditions to redirect your largest expense this month. You do not need complete certainty to start capturing your employer matching contribution on this pay period. The available plan, executed immediately and consistently, will always produce a better outcome than the perfect plan that remains permanently in development. Start today. Adjust as you go. The only version of this that fails is the one that never begins. 10 steps, none of them complicated, all of them requiring action rather than additional planning. Your 50s are not too late, but this decade requires a level of focus and urgency that earlier decades did not demand. Pick the one step on this list you can act on before the end of this week. Not all 10, one. That single action taken now is worth more than 10 more videos watched on the same topic. If this gave you a clear direction, please subscribe.